it looks like you can untag yourself or remove yourself from unwanted conversations. So this is interesting to me because I have started to put more of a concerted effort to get back into Twitter.
Hmm.
Nothing's really has changed in the sense that Twitter can be either it is the worst place on earth or the
Or
best
the
place on
best
earth.
place.
There's
No in
really no in
between.
between.
No.
So I'm trying to make it an in between. But even I get sucked in, right? For
Yeah,
example,
it's
somebody be
easy.
talking about something and it's like I feel compelled to comment on this subject, but it's almost like, do I want to be bothered with the people coming behind me looking at my tweet? And however pragmatic it is, however perspective it has, just an observation, people are going to take offense and they're going to do all these other things. And then do I want to be bothered with chasing them down and trying to explain my point and trying to one up them? And it could be,
It's
it can turn into
exhausting.
a thing, right?
Yeah.
So the reason why I was interested in this is because with this, at the very least, if I do feel compelled to reply to somebody and give them perspective or just post my thoughts on something, not necessarily in direct defense or in direct uh, defense, just post something, right, to a conversation that seems to be
Hmm.
popular. What you can do with this new feature is people tend to, one thing I didn't know is when you hit reply, you can select
Who you
who
want
you
to
want
include in
to
it.
reply
Yes.
to. That's the one thing I didn't know, but that's one thing nobody does. They just
They
reply
start
and
typing.
right, right, right. So if you are one of those people that wants to fine tune your replies and also fine tune the conversation to where if it is getting to be too much of a conversation thing for you to where a lot of people are replying and it may not even be replying to you were just somewhere along the line of somebody who replied, so then the people after you just reply to everybody. If you
Hmm.
don't want to be a part of that conversation anymore, you can actually, Twitter says, you have a couple options. You can untag your username, and what this means is your username stays, but it'll be untagged from the original retweet, the original tweet, and all replies. You can stop future mentions, and this means people can't mention you again in this conversation. And you can stop notifications, which means you won't receive further notifications, but can still see the conversation. So that's cool. The fact that you feel like you can join in on the conversation without being
And exit when you
bombarded.
want to.
Right, and step out when you want to. So that's something, especially for me, that is trying to get a little bit more involved in Twitter, because, like I said, it can be a good place to get information. It can be a good place to laugh. It can be a good place to get the information on what's trending, what's popular. But it's
Right.
almost like outside of that, you're scared to do anything because if you just type hi in Twitter, somebody will be like, "Oh, so you
So you
saying
can't say
hi?"
hello.
Right, right. You're supposed to say Grand Rising because the man back in the day they said hi. It's like, man, I don't want to, come on, man. Nobody
Get
want to
out of
do
here.
that. So yeah, for those who are listening, if you are interested in having a more pleasant Twitter experience, you definitely want to look into being able to remove yourself from unwanted conversations if it goes there.
For sure.